mucho grandes, muy grandes.
Hello, mijo? Are you there? What are you doing? Are you being good? Javier? Are you there? Javier.
No, no quiero ir al infierno. No, estaba viendo una mujer que tenía unos melones así grandes. Eso es todo, pero...
What is up, my Remelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Just got off of work a little while ago. Was just finishing setting up my stream. Thank you guys for being patient. Here we are, the 8-7 Los Angeles Rams, the upstart Rams, a team that nobody thought had a chance to do anything this year. The team that actually could have even a better record. The team with Kyren Williams being healthy the whole year could possibly be going for the wild card for the division title and home field advantage in the playoffs instead of fighting for a wild card. Amazing set of events that have happened with our team. Like I said, this is our journey. We're moving in a direction, in a much faster direction than we thought. This young team has taken off, and it's amazing. I mean, Les Snead has done it again. You know, he took Eric Widow off of the scrap heap in the Super Bowl year, and he helped us win a Super Bowl. He used a 4th round pick to get Sony Michel to take over for Cam Akers. He picked up Von Miller and OBJ for pennies on the dollar. It seemed like at the time, helped us win the Super Bowl. The man is amazing. And then him and McVay put their heads together, and they remember a couple years ago we had that that they had that draft trailer looked like a movie, and they actually did it. they won the draft. Puka Nacua, Kobe Turner, Agent Zero, Byron Young, on and on and on. Kyren Williams year before, Quentin Lake year before. Amazing. Trevarius Thomas, and guys haven't had a chance to play. Guys are there. Steve Avila. I mean, it's got to be very it's got to be very frustrating for our rival teams. The team up north. I know they're doing very well, but I know they were waiting for us to be in the dirt and so they can kick dirt in our face. And they thought we were going to be, they thought that 5-12 was going to be the normal for us. And that the only reason why we were 5-12 was because we had Baker Mayfield playing for Stafford, and we had Aaron Donald on the sidelines and Cooper Kupp on the sidelines. And that there's a reason why we were that record. And so we're 8-7. We all know that we can be at least 9 or 10 win team this year if we had a couple of breaks or we actually had a backup quarterback. We could at least have. I can guarantee you this: if Matthew Stafford was the quarterback against the Packers, we win that game, and we're 9. We have 9 victories instead of 8-7. We're 9-6. So. Amazing for a team that's retooling. Amazing. All the rookies, 10, 11, 12. I don't know the exact number, but it's anywhere from 10 to 12 rookies on the roster. The only thing that we sucked at was the kicker, the kicker that we drafted. But we do need some work on the safety and the secondary. We need another an edge rusher. O'Shawn Matheson, hasn't been that guy, but he hasn't played a lot. But he might just be a role player. Jonah Williams is there, Bobby Brown III, Kobe Turner doing his thing. We're not a finished product, but we have the guys that we're ready to go to war with, and where we can win with this team. Just like the Kansas City Chiefs won with a lot of young guys. We can do it. We get in the playoffs, and we're hot with this offense. Kyren Williams running the rock, a young defense learning on the fly. They're not afraid of anybody. And, they went in. Lamar Jackson is crazy good, the way he can move around. And we stood toe-to-toe with them. And, and we didn't have all the bullets in the chamber, so to speak. We're not a finished product. And did you see that ass whipping that the Santa Clara Niners took at Candlestick? At Levi Stadium, or AKA the house that Todd Gurley built? That was funny. We all got a kick out of it. God bless them for topping off our Christmas. But we went into Baltimore in horrible weather, and a break here and there, we win that game, and it took a block in the back not to be called for them to win that kickoff return. But this team is nothing to mess around with, and as long as we have Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Davis Allen, Tutu's there, Tutu Kachu, Ben Skoranek. We're ready to roll, baby. So let's get right into it. And let's get right into it. My guy Willie Bone was here. Listen, I'm praying that the LA Rams be victorious versus the New York Giants. Horns up. Yes, indeed. My guy Daniel Berry Sports Sidelight says, yo, hey, yo. How you doing, brother? Brian Williams says, hey, Rudy. How you doing, Rudy? Hi, Rudy, he says. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Hold on. Rudy. There's my guy G12. Rudy, I thought the Kings were playing tonight too, so you'd watch that. Now I'm coming in. I didn't come in yesterday. I wanted to come in yesterday. Didn't get a chance. G12 says, this is the Rudy of the Realer Sports Report at the Tone. Leave your name and message. I'll get back to you. Beep. Yes, indeed. There's my guy G's Nuts. We need to handle business against the Giants and pull for Pittsburgh to pull off the upset against Seattle, baby. Great comment, G's Nuts. So if Seattle loses and we win, we're in the playoffs. So that's what he's talking about. And yes, indeed. G12 says, like 19 rookies, you're no Yotis. Exactly right. No Yotis. And as my guy Ric Flair would say,
hey, it's the Nature Boy Ric Flair, live right here in LA to see my main man, Todd Gurley, and the
my man Rudy. God bless him. And let me just kick off the show with a beautiful sight. It's like can't get enough of it. I just can't get enough of it.
It's 3rd down and 5.
What's up?
Blitz off the edge with Hamilton. He gets picked up, and they're going to throw a flag on that. And Purdy is spinning around. There are 2 flags on the play. This is another pick by Hamilton.
God bless him. All right. And tonight we have a Rams Legend of the Noche. Yes, indeed. I know it's a weird time to come in on a Thursday, so I appreciate you guys, all you guys that watch the replay and everything. Thank you guys so much. And let's see. Let's get into a quick clip of our guy Nine and Dime Super Bowl champion duo. Here we go.
Welcome back to Nine and Dime. I'm your host, Cooper Kupp. It's my intern, Matthew Stafford. And we've heard the fans, and we've done it. We've told our producers, get Aaron Donald on the show.
Yes.
Bring him in. We want him. So they've done that. They've brought in Aaron.
No, they haven't.
I'm hearing that they weren't able to get the job done. But I just want it to be known that my intern and we tried very hard to make this happen.
Yep.
Maybe next time. So I guess in the meantime, we'll just see what they have for us instead, which I'm guessing is drawing something, considering we've got these whiteboards in front of us here.
Well done.
Football Pictionary. Take turns drawing and answering football-related clues. You know the rules?
Kinda. Yeah, no words. You can't talk, which is my favorite part about this.
Well, that was a short clip. Well, they're trying to get Aaron Donald to come in with them. That's a cool series. They didn't get even a chance to I didn't get a chance to get the second clip, but that's okay. I just like to show this because they're 2 of the Rams all-time greats, Rams legends already, and they just have such a rapport. They enjoy each other. You've heard stories of other teams. I really couldn't stand them, and then that's not the way this team is. And it's amazing. And I want to point out some players, give some recognition to Demarcus Robinson, a.k.a. Don't Call Me Allen Robinson. 4 straight games with a touchdown. The man was a journeyman, and then he came to the wide receiver whisperer, aka Matthew Stafford, and there he's rolling, baby. He's rolling, and we got the three musketeers: one for all, one for me, one for you. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Demarcus Robinson. And then if you get me mad, I'll put Higbee in motion. And then if you get me even further mad, I'll put Davis Allen in the corner and have him chip the edge blocker, knock him on his ass, and then turn around and hit him right there in the flat. So we're ready to roll, baby. We got all these weapons. All the defenses in the NFC are going to be at our mercy. Looking forward to the Giants game, and then we're going to go into the house that Todd Gurley built, Levi Stadium, and we're going to show them what's up, because this offense is averaging since week 12. This offense is second in the NFL, 32.4 points, 272 yards passing, 161 yards of receiving. Amazing offense these young cats are doing. And I told you guys that we were going to be better than people were saying. I had it a little backwards. I said their offense was going to carry us, but I didn't know that Cooper Kupp was going to be hurt. But Ben Puka Nacua said, "Don't worry, brother. I got you." And I said, "Okay, go ahead and do your thing, young man. Rumble, young man, rumble," he said. "Sting like a butterfly." And however way that goes. G12 says, "I heard they called to him Tutu Tutu because he's never around when you need him." Yo, geez, nuts, G12 says. Johnny G says, "Puro Pishi Rams." Yes, indeed, baby. G12 says, "Los Angeles Rams versus the New York Giants history has been played 46 times, including 2 postseason games with the Giants winning 17 games and the Rams winning 29. Los Angeles Rams lead the series 29-17-0. And isn't that amazing that it's matchups? If you remember, the New York Giants knocked out Joe Montana, slammed him on his ass, and ushered in the Steve Young era. And you have my guy Jim Everett in 1989 going into first Philadelphia Eagles with Jerome Brown and Reggie White, beat them with Randall Cunningham as the quarterback. Basically had to play 2 Super Bowls, and then just to play the Niners at home, 3 Super Bowls in a row just to get to the Super Bowl. And whoever was going to get to the Super Bowl that year, the Rams or the Niners, they were going to beat the hell out of John Elway and the Denver Broncos in that year, 1989. But so Jim Everett goes into Reggie White and Jerome Brown's den, beats them in the fog, then goes to New York with Bill Belichick as defensive coordinator, beats them in overtime, lobs that ball to Flipper Anderson, and Flipper Anderson runs into the tunnel. Then, after those 2 wars, and we beat the Patriots before that to get into the playoffs. So those 3 wars, you have a rested Niner team, and the Rams are beat up on the offensive front. In the regular season, the Rams split with them, but it still didn't stop Jim Everett and the team from getting the lead. They went in their first drive, I believe it was 3-0, and they were going to go up 10-0, and then Ronnie Lott hit the ball out of the air. It was a bomb to Flipper Anderson, and it was over. They couldn't keep the guys off Jim Everett. And then the 1990, the next year, the Rams got revenge on that game. But yeah, that was something else. This young Rams team, and I mentioned that because the Rams would have great success against the Giants over the years. Besides that OT game in 1989, there was another game where Jim Everett threw 11 passes, but 5 of them were for touchdowns. We would always seem to beat the Giants, and the Niners always had problems with the Giants. Amazing. Thank you, G12. Yo, Johnny G says, yes, indeed. Speaking of Jim Everett, there he is. Jerry says, Brock Purdy in pants, a total meltdown. Yeah, man, if you didn't see that, Jimbo, Kyle Shanahan made the kid cry. I'm not with that. Just leave him alone. Send him to his room or something, but don't make him cry. Check this out.
Because of their conference record, a loss tonight.
Let me fix the audio on this. Here we go.
Because of their conference
Gosh darn you. Now I got to hear from the Vermilion Sports Report. He's always on my case. You go sit down.
If they are to win their final 2 games, which are at Washington and at home against the Rams.
God bless him. Now, what is it about this kid? Now, he's been playing lights out. To me, he's a system quarterback. The Niners are loaded. When they play, and you got to give him his due because it's a W in the NFL. That counts. And if you remember, we had Brett Rippon. So anyway, but when the Niners play a team that's as good as them or better, arguably, either this guy gets hurt or he gets sent to the bench crying, and then they have Darnold sub in for him. So, and then, or he goes out with a hurt elbow, or he just gets lit up by the Bengals and Burrow. So which is it? Are the Niners really that good? Or are they that good against average teams that are watered down the NFC? The NFC West is watered down with the Seahawks and Geno being really nothing compared to the Rams and the Niners and Arizona. And then the Cowboys, they played the Niners and they always crumble. And the Eagles weren't the Eagles. They're not the same team as they were last year, and the Niners got on the snide with them, but they're not the same Eagles. So those are the two games that they're hanging their hat on. But then they go and play the Bengals at Levi Stadium, and Joe Burrow was whipping their ass. 18 straight passes to beat them. You had the Ravens go to Santa Clara. You had the battle of the two number one teams in the AFC and the NFC. They get their ass whipped. So how good is a team like that, really? I mean, they're supposed to be the regular season empire, and they're losing regular season games against big teams. And then you got the quarterback crying, go to the bench, and then they get subbed for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold comes in. He's horrible, but he throws a touchdown pass, and Purdy couldn't. Against us, the Rams lost that game, but Purdy didn't throw a touchdown. So, I just, anytime I get a chance, I like to point stuff like that out, but I can't wait. We're not looking forward. We're not looking past the Santa Clara crew. Jim Evers says, Ravens showed how to shut down Brock Purdy. Yeah, because he likes to throw on timing. He likes to put the ball where the guy's going to be. If you disrupt him, he can look average because he doesn't have a big arm. But I appreciate his moxie. I appreciate his gamesmanship. He's a little feisty quarterback. He's kind of like what we wished John Wolford would be. But yeah, he's not a bad quarterback, but he's not an MVP quarterback. He really isn't. I mean, you're not going to start a team around Brock Purdy. Jim Evers says, Johnny G, what's up? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Jim Evers says, Fernand's Walmart secondary got cooked by by the Ravens receivers. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it, love it. Oh no, Johnny G says, I was using my other account because Rambo banned. Wow. Yeah, isn't that something? Rambo bans you, Johnny G, but he doesn't ban the fake Ramelia who's in there. It's not even me. Guys are talking, and he has my avatar picture and username, and it's not even me. He doesn't ban that guy, and he says horrible stuff. That's crazy. Jamar says, Rams defense caught up to speed. Kobe Turner, Brian Young. Yes, indeed. G. Twa says, Rudy. G. Twa says, Rudy. Tory Holt is a finalist for the Hall of Fame inductees. Where's Henry Allard's flowers? I know, man. Henry Allard, listen. There's always on every team a player that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, right? There always is. The Rams have a few of them. They've got 3 for right now. Steven Jackson, who was one of the greatest running backs of his time. He right now is the all-time Rams leading rusher, and you know that the Rams had some of the greatest running backs of all time. .com, who has virtually the same stats as our guy from the Ravens, the linebacker from the Ravens, Ray Lewis, and Henry Allard. Henry Allard is one of the ones that should have been there when he retired. He was 3rd in all-time receiving yards before this pass happy league. He was 3rd, and behind Jerry Rice, and I think it was James Lofton, whoever was 2nd at the time. He was 3rd. He retired when he was 3rd, and he's still in the top 12, something like that. He deserves to be in Hall of Fame. Yes, indeed. Master says, hello, Rudy and Ramelia. I read today that even if we lost to the Niners, we'd be in with a little help. I want to play Dallas in the first round. Love it. Yeah, so if we lose to the Niners, now this Giants game is important. We have to win this game. There's still a way that we can win if we lose it, but our percentage goes way down. And but we have to win this game. If we win this game, we go up to like 80-some%. I really think that the Seahawks are going to lose this game. But it's not guaranteed for us, but it looks very good for us. But if we win this game, it looks really good for us. Great comment. G. Twa says, Rudy sings Feliz Navidad. Yo, muster it. Yes, indeed. Roberto Hastings, Rudy, my boys, what's good? Haven't been keeping up with you guys. How's your team? Doing good, man. Appreciate you. How you doing, Roberto? Everything's good, man. The young Rams, we're out of the break. We're 5-6. We're 5-1 out of the break, and the one game that we lost was against the Ravens, and we lost in overtime. And the way that we lost sucked because they got a kickoff return, 70-yard kickoff return, and they missed a block in the back. But we went into Baltimore. We lost 31-37 because of that kickoff return. But we had them on the ropes, man. We had them on the ropes. And this young Rams team is a year early. But yes, indeed. Hold on one second, guys. Let me I gotta communicate real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I just had to relay a message. My granddaughters are here. Testing. Yep, we're back. Good. Yes, indeed. Jim Murphy says, Johnny G, they did with it versus the Ravens. Yes, and Monster says, hey, granddaughters, I hope everyone's Christmas was great. Thank you, G12 and Monster it. Yes, indeed. G12 says, we're Los Angeles remaining schedule. The New York Little Giants and the Santa Clara / San Jose, San Francisco Niners. Jim says, Grandizer, are you Rams are up. Grandizer, Rams are up the dark horse of the NFC. Yes, indeed. The Rams in Detroit. Jacques Ford, here's on Rudy. Chris Long said the Rams are dangerous. Missed that dude. Yeah, man. He was a beast. Yes, indeed. Johnny says, Jim Everett, Rumble is sports as a crybaby. He got benched, man. Brock Purdy got benched because he was able to come back. And they're like, you know what, Charlie? They're like, no. You're up. Darnold. All right, here's our guy, Cooper Kupp. The Super Cup, the Super Bowl champion, the Rams fan whisperer. Cooper Kupp talking about the leadership of Matthew Stafford.
I do think just in terms of like just play by play, it's being able to call out what he's seeing, being able to give one or two words to someone just in the midst of all the stuff that's going on in his head, getting everything organized, still processing everything, to be able to give someone a heads up on what's coming. I think that to me is an elite trait of his.
There's Matthew Stafford. And then here he is here with the left arm sleeve. They were wearing left arm sleeves and he didn't want to be left out. Check it here. And you're like, what's up with the arm sleeve, Kobe? Here he is.
I don't know if you saw, we had a copious amount of left arm sleeves out there at practice today. So just putting it out there, I'm being bullied by the team. So that's what's going on. But you good?
There it is. All right, let's get to. Here we go. G12. Give me a drum roll. The Rams legend of the Noche is Tory Big Game Holt. Once again, a finalist for the Hall of Fame. Besides Henry Eller, this man should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. So let me get his banner up and running. The great Tory Holt, Super Bowl champion, was recently at the Rams game. Here we go. Let's get his clip. Rams legend of the night is Super Bowl champion, Rams legend, Tory Holt.
4 receiver of the 2000s, Tory Holt.
That's fair. Tory Holt at 4. I like that because he had a lot of success with a lot of different quarterbacks.
Stands in, unloads. Home run ball, Tory Holt running into the end zone. What a grab!
Tory Holt was virtually unstoppable.
What a catch by 81. Unbelievable.
It was unstoppable. I mean, there was the most precise route runner you could imagine.
Tory Holt toiled for year after year on a phenomenal team, and I think he's a Hall of Famer, and I hope that he gets his due.
Tory Holt was destined for a spot on our list from the first time he stepped onto the field.
Throws the end zone. Touchdown, Tory Holt, the rookie.
His rookie season, he goes to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl.
Throws the end zone. Touchdown, Rams, Tory Holt.
What a way to start your career, your rookie year. You go and win a Super Bowl.
One of the things that Tory Holt did better than anybody is he could stretch the field on you. He was so fast, he was so quick, his routes were so crisp. He would juke the heck out of a defensive back, and you'd sit there wondering, how is this guy so wide open?
You're a liability out here. You can't guard me. I'm not even on you. You can't guard me.
Unload left side, Tory Holt wide open. And Tory's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
I think Tory Holt's probably the most underrated guy. If you look at it, he got down to business, he did his work, he grinded it out, and it took away from what Tory Holt did.
It ain't what you say, it's what you do, huh?
I would put Larry Fitzgerald and Steve Smith ahead of Tory Holt pretty comfortably.
I must have fell asleep in the meeting somewhere. I must have missed that one.
He was great. He didn't have as long of a peak as the other guys, I don't think.
Nobody had more receiving yards in their first 9 seasons of the NFL, and Tory Holt started in 1999, ever.
Kurt Warner unloads quickly. It is caught by Tory Holt. He's behind the defense. At the 50. He's at the 40. It's a foot race.
More than Jerry Rice.
To the 30. 25-20. He will score. Touchdown, Rams.
Unreal, Tory Holt. Was he a system guy? Was he only as good because he was part of the fastest show on turf?
Some of the best things Tory Holt did in his career came after the golden age of the greatest show on turf, Rams.
It's true. Of his over 13,000 career receiving yards, Holt amassed over 8,000 yards and scored 49 touchdowns in the seasons that followed the Rams' glory years.
Yeah, what do I know? Yeah, he would have been killer everywhere.
The best. The best on 3. 1, 2, 3. The best.
Tory Holt was a great receiver, but when you're on and off.
So there's the great Tory Holt, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame, man. And I don't know if I put Larry Fitzgerald and whoever else it was they said in front of him, but listen, the Rams go way back when it comes to wide receiver. I mean, Preston Denard, Billy Waddy, Jack Stowe, Crazy Legs Hirsch, on and on and on. Isaac Bruce, Flipper Anderson, Henry Ellard. Now we got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua's taking his place. Amazing over the years. Billy Waddy, Preston Denard, amazing. And when you go to the Hall of Fame, it's like a Rams cookout. It's like a Rams get together of great players and all the way down from running backs to receivers to quarterbacks. The all-time Rams team is amazing. And Jacques 42 says Brock will be gun shy from here out. Yeah, man, he really literally melted down, man. It's a shame. We were waiting for it to happen, and that's just what happens. And our guy Matthew Stafford has been amazing. There's a huge difference between Matthew Stafford and Brock Purdy. And let's get a peep.
Week 13 at SoFi Stadium, 7-3 Cleveland. Rams set for their second drive. Stafford is going to audible here. He's going to back out to the shotgun.
We saw on the surface that they were going to a form of cover 2, and we drew it up on the surface. And quarterbacks were told, if we see this particular look again, this is the play we're going to get to. With the Rams, we pride ourselves on world-class communication. And with everybody being on the same page, communicating the same language, seeing the same things, it helps us out tremendously. The surface provides a full view of the field when I can only see half the view. And a lot of times when I'm trying to see what coverage it is, it confirms the coverage. Matthew identified the coverage and got to that particular play, which brought Puka down the chute. And the rest was history, 70-yard touchdown.
There's a play design, probably a run. Matthew Stafford sees a certain coverage, checks into another play, and then you have Puka Nacua striking right down the seam, and then he outruns everybody. What a throw here. Looks like they checked to cover 2. Stafford puts it right in his belly. You can't even run and hand that ball off better than the throw that Matthew Stafford did.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right by his hand. Right by. Because you never showed your hands. You laid hands. Nice job.
Puka, you're a G, man.
Hey, great
going.
block on 10. That was a great job.
And so that was a great comment, Barg, our coach there. You know, one of the traits about wide receivers, you know, you run your route. When the ball's coming, there's a way that the more talented guys can not show that the ball's coming. So the ball's coming, and you kind of go, you see it, and then you play it off, and that's what he did. He's already got that trait, Puka Nacua. And also, too, a shout out on that note. The man is amazing. You listen, there's a reason why he came to us. I mean, the great Ram in the sky looked out for us, and we got Puka Nacua. Props to him winning his 3rd Offensive Player of the Week award. 9 receptions, 164 yards, and a touchdown. Puka Akuna Matata Nacua. And this is listen, I can picture him, if not this year, the next year after, holding up a Lombardi. And I'm looking forward to the season progressing as we go. We're still in this season, but the future is bright for these young Rams. And what I'm looking forward to too, and I'm not going to say this enough, is we want to win now. We want to win next year and the year after. But 2026, the Super Bowl will be at Levi Stadium. And by then, if Brock is that guy and he's playing the same way he is, they'll have to pay him. Trent Williams probably won't be there no more. People say, well, Matthew Stafford won't be there. Well, quarterbacks play longer. And as long as Kyrie Williams is doing his thing, he'll be right in his prime still. He don't have to do much. You see how clean Matthew Stafford is. We get a good backup. Yeah, Matt, go ahead and take the heir apparent. Go ahead and sit down. But yeah, then 2027, the year after that, the Super Bowl returns to SoFi Stadium. Can you imagine? Let's say the Niners don't win the Super Bowl in the Shanahan tenure in the next couple of years. Sean McVay and the guys going into Levi Stadium and raising the Lombardi. Oh, goodness gracious. But that's in the future. I just wanted to point that out. There's probably nobody else telling you about those things, but I look at that and I get a smirk and a smile on my face because this young team by then will have the free agents, will have a year or two guy, maybe Travarius Thomason will be a Pro Bowler. Maybe O'Shawn Mathis will come a long way. Maybe Byron Young will be a perennial Pro Bowler. Kobe Turner will be that much better. If Aaron Donald's going to be there, well, I don't know. But like I told you, people are saying, even before we found out who Kobe Turner were, they were saying in practice that Kobe Turner looks to be that next guy. Not saying he's going to be Aaron Donald, but he's going to be that next guy to be a monster in there. And he's showing that it's right now with Aaron Donald in there. That makes it a lot easier, taking all the heat. But yeah, man, this young team, I'm so elated, so happy because remember, this is what they were saying to us, and I can't say this enough.
At that point, right, a new coach comes in, and what's he going to do? He's going to bring his own guys with him. So McVay's trying to be a good guy. He's telling all of his assistants, I'm not coming back. Go get yours. Take care of yourself. And I've been saying that since September, that this would be the last year for him in the Rams. I don't blame him. No draft picks, aging quarterback, aging defense, cap problems, and they're a train wreck for the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, this guy's a knucklehead with a capital K. Now look at us. How you like us now? We're one of the youngest team, if not the youngest team in the NFL on average. To give you an idea, this team here.
38. This one is batted into the air and into the arms of.
In the red is the fourth oldest team in the NFL. So that's why I bring up 2026 and the Lombardi. So just so you guys know, you guys have probably heard it here first. We're gearing towards this year, next year, but we have an eye on 2026 at Levi Stadium. I guarantee you Sean McVay is looking forward to wanting to win a Super Bowl at the San Francisco's home grounds. So anyway, I appreciate you guys coming in. We'll see you guys again on Saturday. We'll have the final injury report. The injury, we look really good. Tomlinson's not going to play. I believe Noboom was it. I believe it's Noboom has a foot injury, but he's probably going to be full goal. We'll see you guys on Saturday, one sleep before game day, and I'll have the final injury report for then. If anything comes across, we'll get it to you. So I appreciate each and one of you guys. Love each and every one of you guys. Let's get into the chat before we leave. Let's see. G-Tron says, hey, it said that CMC campaigned for Darnold to go to San Francisco. They play at Carolina. They played at Carolina. Oh, nice. My guy, Alex G. What's up, Rudy? Kyrie Williams, number 2 in rushing yards behind CMC. Imagine if he wasn't injured. Yeah, that's one thing I was tweeting out or Xing out, whatever you call it. Great comment, my guy, Alex G. How you doing, brother? Kyrie Williams has 1,050 some yards, and CMC has 1,300 and some. Kyrie Williams missed 4 games, and Kyrie Williams has more average per yards, number 1 in the NFL. So amazing. Jim Evers says, Isaac Bruce, Tory Holt, Flipper Anderson, Henry Ellard. Yes, indeed, fire. Drum roll. Al Jafella says, hello, Romelia and my brother Rudy. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas too, man. And I hope you loved that Niner game, that cherry on the top. Jacques Fortier is the greatest show on turf. Yes, indeed. And hopefully we have the makings with Davis Allen, Higbee, DeMarcus Robinson, Kyrie Williams, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell in the background. The greatest show on turf 2 in LA. Hopefully we'll have that coming. G12 says Henry Ellard did more with less, and he was a superstar punt returner too. Again, give that guy his flowers. Yeah, man. The man, he wanted more playing time. He said, I can punt return, and he made a Pro Bowl. Amazing. Jim Evers says Purdy wore his cap, hiding his eyes, stuttered, saying facing the media today. Man, he's a young quarterback, man. I was just waiting for. I wish that it was us. I wish that it was us that made him like that, but we're young. We don't have the veteran team that the Ravens do on defense, and but props to them. They opened the book on how to stop the Niners. He likes to throw the balls where it's going to be. You can get him off rhythm. You can intercept the pass. Like I was saying, the keys to victory for Brock Purdy. I tweeted it. Is get in the passing lanes. If you can't get to them, knock the ball down. They tip the ball a couple times. Put your hands on Debo and Kittle off of the line. Don't let them free reign. Limit CMC as much as you can. Get the lead. Make Brock Purdy come back, and voila. But you got to do that. Be easier said than done. Larry Fisher was a stud, and he played a lot of poor QBs. He was able to. He blank a lot of those QBs. Yeah, he made a lot of those QBs. Yep. No, I guarantee you take nothing away from Larry Fitzgerald. He was one of the all-time greats. But I don't, but it's arguably, between the two of them, because Kurt Warner was there for a few years, and then Mark Bolger was decent. But yeah, Larry Fitzgerald was an all-time great as well. Jamar says, Matthew Dime Stafford first in all categories last 6 weeks. Yep. That's a real MVP type quarterback. Jamar says that was a throw of the year. Absolutely a laser. Yes, indeed. My guy, Joe Cuva Ramelia. How you doing, brother? Joe, appreciate you. G-Charles, if you want to talk about being disrespected, Steve Smith, Panther, wide receiver. Great comment, G12. Steve Smith was one of the better, smaller, shorter, stout wide receivers. He was a beast. He was even not even a finalist. It's like he's like 8th all-time most yards, and he returned punts. I'm with you on that one. Yes, indeed. My guy Joe says, can't wait to watch our Rams play. Me either, brother. Jim Evers says Stafford will play 3 to 5 more years. I'm with that too. Jim Evers says, Rams offensive line, best in the NFC. Best offense, Kyle. Best chances is this year. They went all in. Yep. And you don't hear it's all in or bust. My guy Mike Malik says, go Rams. How you doing, brother? Mike Malik says, this guy is a genius. All ball to no brains. Say it. Final thoughts of the noche. We're getting to that. Rudy, I asked you, what do you think of Stafford? I didn't see that. Getting the O-line cold tubs. Did Logan Bruss get one? Probably not. I didn't see that, but thank you. I'll find out for you, G12. That's pretty cool if you did do that. Final thoughts of the noche is the Rams need to win, baby. We need to win at all costs. This is the biggest game of the year for us so far. And then we'll get to the next one. The biggest game of the year so far. We need to get this game and get into the playoffs, and then all hell's going to break loose, baby. I'm looking forward to seeing what these Rams can do. G12, Rudy skipped over comments. Please get to the... All right, guys. Appreciate each and one of you guys. We'll see you guys on Saturday, the night before our Rams game. I'll be back, and maybe we'll go to the phones if you guys want. Appreciate each and one of you guys. Love each and every one of you guys. And what are we going to go out with? Let's go out with the Puka Spike. There it is. All right, guys. Hope everyone has a great night. As we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. How about those Rams? All right, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you guys on Saturday. We'll see you guys Saturday night.